Welcome everyone to the OnPassive Kenya webinar. This is a weekly webinar held every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We are most grateful for your attendance. We have a good turnout today. Awesome. We hope that every one of you will benefit from this webinar. We take the time to make sure that what we present is of meaning to you. So we hope that you really enjoy today's webinar. Today, our topic is OnPassive, the leader in global transformation. And as speakers today, we have the O Tech Pros. We have Collins Mana, Oliver Fonte, and Bob Tukusi here with us. So we are going to begin with Bob, I believe. What's it, Bob? Yeah, Bob is going to give an overview and he's going to talk about compliance. So take it away, Bob.
All right, Antiline, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our viewers around the world. Good to be here again. Hello, Brother Madi, I see you. Mr. John Barilla, my friends, Oliver and Collins, good to see you here. We've been talking about this topic since yesterday. I think we're missing our brother Vincent, but that's okay, we'll make it work. Greetings from Bel Air, Maryland. I'm speaking to you from the beautiful Bel Air, Maryland. I'm just about 30 miles north of Baltimore. Baltimore is a big city that is around me. So today we're talking about digital transformation. I think Antiline made a mistake. She said digital, global digital, something like that. It is digital transformation.
Thank you for correcting me.
Yes.
I didn't even hear myself. Thank you.
Yeah. So we're talking about digital, OnPassive and digital transformation. And we were pretty bold in phrasing our topic when we said OnPassive, the leader of digital transformation. We made that statement purposely. We are going to, throughout this conversation, you're going to find out why we made that bold statement. But let's start by defining what digital transformation is, or really is. So a good definition of digital transformation is that digital transformation is the process of using digital technology to create or modify. So you are using digital technology to create or modify existing business processes. So you have your business, you're using digital technology to create or modify your existing business processes, your culture, it could be your business culture or your customer experience to meet the changing business and market requirements. So when I read this definition, ladies and gentlemen, Ash, Mufareh, and OnPassive I just saw Mr. Ash and OnPassive all over this definition. So let's take it again. Digital transformation is the process of using digital technology. What is OnPassive? We are using artificial intelligence and machine learning. That is the underlying layer. That's at the core of our infrastructure. Is artificial intelligence. We are building our system from the ground up using AI. No other company has done what we've done to create or modify existing business processes. So we have a digital ecosystem, OnPassive, that we are rolling out to the world so that businesses, companies, corporations, businesses, and even individuals, you can use our digital products to modify or create your business processes. You can also use it to change your business culture, right? OnPassive products are superior to anything that we have in the market. Those of us who are in the industry, we know that we testify to that. OnPassive is one of the companies that is building her products with the customer. The primary objective of OnPassive products is for the customer to have maximum satisfaction, maximum value at the least possible cost. So we're cost effective to the customer. This is the only company whose CEO comes out of the gate and says that the customer comes first. We are building our products. We are going to be unmetered. Customers are going to have unlimited access to our data, unlimited access to everything. There are no licenses and all the bottlenecks that companies go through year in, year out. We're eliminating them. So hence the statement which our founder always talks of, which says the correction to the correction. That is what he means. We are going to relinquish companies from all the bottlenecks, from all the hassles. They're going to save more money. They're going to innovate with us. And then customer experience. So to create or modify existing business processes, your culture, and customer experience. Our products are superior. They are built in the most sophisticated system that the world has ever known, and we are secure. So this thereby gives our customers the experience that they deserve. The visualization of our interfaces alone is soothing for the customers. Just seeing our interfaces. So the experience that will give our customers, not only the cost savings that these customers will have, their experience in the whole digital system of OnPassive is very soothing and very rewarding to our customers. So when you look at this whole entire definition, the entirety of this definition, if you look at it critically, you have OnPassive and Mufareh written all over it. You know, what is OnPassive? OnPassive is a complete digital system. That is who we are. We have a system that any business, large or small, our founder says, any business is equal opportunity for every business, whether you're large or whether you're small. You come to OnPassive, our digital ecosystem gives you products that you can use to achieve digital transformation. And that is what most companies are doing now. Every company now, every serious company must have their primary business objective, corporate policy should be to drive towards digital transformation. You have to enhance your process, enhance your business. You have to change. The world is going digital everywhere around us. Every serious company, that's what they are doing. Last year, I'll give you an example. Last year, at the end of December last year, the Crown Prince of Dubai made a proclamation. He declared that Dubai is going to be the first digital city, digitalized city, the first city that's going to be transformed digitally, 100% automated in 5 years. And guess what? OnPassive is right in the heart of that country. We are at the 151st floor and 131st floor of the Burj, the tallest building on earth. We are coming with the solutions that they need to help enhance not only the city of Dubai, but the entire country of the United Arab Emirates and the entire region, that Gulf area. So OnPassive comes in, we have the products, we have the goods to help these companies attain digital transformation. Also, we have other high-tech executives. They are now actually voicing in various meetings, seminars, we read from them. The CEO of Google is making the same statement about digital transformation, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Because when we talk of digital transformation, that's what it is. Artificial intelligence and machine learning is at the core. They are talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. The CEO of Google, he's saying that artificial intelligence, the impact of artificial intelligence to mankind is going to be greater than the impact of electricity. I did not make that up, guys. It is on the record. The CEO of Google has said that. That's digital transformation. The former CEO of IBM, really called Miss, I think, Rona Romeri, she said that in the next 5 years, digital transformation, artificial intelligence is going to be the order of the life is not going to be the same. Digital transformation. I attended a meeting last month, a World Conference, for 3 days. Speaker after speaker after speaker, when they came to the podium, they were only talking about two things: digital transformation, digital trust. Digital transformation, digital trust. But the thing is, they were talking and making projections in 5 years, in 2024, 2026, 2024, 2026. They were making projections. But guess what? Our founder, Mufareh, he is saying that no. We are going to build tomorrow's technology today. OnPassive is a technology where the other, I'm telling you, the other top corporate executive, they are planning, they are making plans, they are making projections, they're trying to figure out how to move the next wave of technology. They are making projections, but OnPassive is there right now. Digital transformation right now is all about, it's OnPassive. When you talk about CATMO, a complete digital system that is automated, integrated, powered by artificial intelligence, everything in there for you to make money, the company, the customer, the company, the founders, everybody. That's what OnPassive is all about. I followed a study of some of the researchers of the University of Southern California at Berkeley, researchers. They have looked at the whole digital transformation arena. They looked at the industries that have been impacted, and they came up with a report on certain areas that digital transformation and artificial intelligence and machine learning are impacting as we speak. Entertainment is number one. These researchers are saying that in the next few years, you and I, all of us around the world, you're going to be able to, there's the possibility that you'll be able to sit down at your home on your couch, use your remote control or phone or whatever device, order a movie, create your own virtual actors, create a movie, order it, and watch it. Virtual reality and all that. They are saying that producers and directors of movies, they will benefit from artificial intelligence in the sense that they will not be making movies that are flops. I mean, you know how sometimes a producer, director, they will spend millions of dollars, they create a movie and nobody watches it, doesn't even make it to the box office. They are saying that with AI prediction algorithms, producers and directors are going to be able to use the scripts of their movie, put it in an AI algorithm, and they're going to be able to predict if that movie will be successful or not based on the algorithm and the data that they have at hand. That's huge for the entertainment industry. In healthcare, they say, healthcare is also going to be greatly impacted. You know, doctors and hospitals are going to be able to deal with patients directly. They are using your genetic code. That's your genetic code and your diagnosis to find the cure of your problems, of your issues. Just imagine what is happening now. If you are sick, you have high blood pressure, or you have diabetes, you go to your doctor. Sometimes the doctor will prescribe you a variation of medication. You try metopolo, it doesn't work. You try lesinazepam, it doesn't work. You try this, you try that. And then finally, one is going to work with you. But with AI coming in the healthcare industry, the doctor is going to be able to uniquely identify the cure for your illness based on your genetic code and the diagnosis. They'll put it in an algorithm, and they're going to find the exact medication that works for you. That is digital transformation at its core. That is what is coming. We had a very beautiful webinar yesterday. One of our sisters, who is, I think she's a nurse inside the ICU, or maybe operation room, or the ICU, something like that, Miss Marie Pendy. She made a very brilliant contribution. Right now, in her operating room, there's digital transformation occurring. They are able to be able, they have the possibility now to maintain focus on the patient while the doctor is working on the patient and operating whatever the doctor is dealing with the patient. They use what they call robotic process automation. There's robots that can instantly bring medication from the pharmacy downstairs, 4 floors down. A doctor can work on a patient and instantly they need a specific medication to save that patient's life, and a robot is able to bring that medication within a few minutes. That is digital transformation in the health industry. Cybersecurity is another area where digital transformation is helping us with artificial intelligence and her inherent detective capabilities, her self-learning algorithms. AI is able to detect attacks, as my brother Oliver will explain to us later. So artificial intelligence is also helping us in security very, very much. And then they also talk about vital tasks. The researchers of the University of Southern California are predicting that, they are saying that, especially for those of us who are in North America, in Europe and North America, but where older people are usually committed to like a nursing home, an assisted living environment. These researchers are predicting that older folks here are going to be able to live longer lives at their homes with AI assistant, AI agents that are able to be monitoring your houses. They have AI algorithms that are going to be able to know where your things are, look at their medication in your fridge, look at their food, their vitamins, all the things that you need. They're able to monitor your movement around your house so you don't fall and stuff like that. You have those kinds of stuff. Older folks are going to be able to live longer lives, productive lives at their home. And we have a product that Mr. Ash has told us about. It is called Oh My Life. So imagine I can see Oh My Life in this category of, of the AI impact to mankind. Oh My Life is that product that helps you with your memory, your own personal memory search engine that helps you with your memory. You remember things, even things that you learned 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Oh My Life brings it out to you. So this is where it falls in this category. And then we have transportation as well. Transportation is one area that these researchers are talking, and we are seeing it actually right now. Right now, we have self-driving cars, Google cars. There are cars that are driverless, they drive themselves. In Europe, where my friends are, my friend Collins, and those of you who are watching from Europe, we know that our high-speed trains are driving themselves. It's artificial intelligence and digital transformation. That is the heart of digital transformation. A train is able to leave London to Paris under that tunnel, that high-speed train without a conductor sitting at the front. No, the conductors are in the train making sure everybody's okay. The train is driving herself. That is digital transformation, my friends. But when a company improvises or implements digital transformation within to move their processes, their system, their people, to change, to automate, to enhance themselves, it has certain benefits that comes with it. When a company decides to implement digital transformation, you empower your employees, because digital transformation involves knowledge. You are changing your processes, your business, your people, right? You are changing stuff, you are implementing stuff. So there is a certain amount of training and technology that is needed. So when you do that to your employees, you empower them, you enrich them mentally, physically, you pay them more. So it is also good for the company. I know my brother Oliver will expand more on this as well. It is good for the company. It is also good for your customers. You engage your customers when you implement digital transformation, because all what you are doing is you are enhancing your business processes. You are creating new ones, enhancing them for the benefit of your customers. And when you do that, you retain your customers. It's good for customer retention, because you are keeping keeping track with the changes in technology in business. So you engage your customers, you give them what they want, and they stay. You also optimize your operations. By optimization of your operations, we mean that your IT infrastructure, when you decide to innovate, to optimize, to add into to change your direction, you also increase your IT infrastructure. You modernize your IT infrastructure. By modernizing your infrastructure, you are able to have what we call organizational effectiveness and efficiency. You are efficient, which is also good overall for your corporation, for your company. And then, of course, your products and services, the product that you have, that your company has, actually is also enhanced. And what does that mean? It is good for you, it is good for the company, it is good for your customers. It gives you the market share. You stay relevant within your space. So when we talk of digital transformation, as we've heard, there is also one thing that goes hand in hand with digital transformation. It is called digital trust. Remember, these are systems, processes that we are bringing together. You typically will have a system that you're collecting information from people. So digital trust is the confidence in the integrity of the relationships, the interactions, the transactions among your service providers and customers within your ecosystem, within your system. So in other words, it is the trust that the people, your customers, those who use this system, you have decided to implement digital transformation, you have added new processes, you change your culture, you have products for your customers to have a very pleasant experience. You are collecting their information, right? As you collect this information, something very critical comes in play: data privacy and compliance. When you collect people's information, the one thing that people want to know, your customers and your service providers, the one thing they want to know is, how do you collect? How do you use? How do you share? How do you retain? How do you destroy or safeguard your customer information? Because the confidence that they have in how you protect this information, that's how they come to you, and that's how they voluntarily relinquish their information to obtain or acquire your products and your services. So we do this through two ways. Now we're not talking about compliance. You do this either through security. By security, we mean implementing the controls, security controls, make sure your network, the system, your infrastructure, the application and the entire infrastructure is secured. You have the necessary security controls around to safeguard this information, this privacy information that you're collecting. By compliance, we mean that you are adhering to the laws of these various countries. You're adhering to the laws. Mr. Mufareh said something very significant on Monday, that for those of us who are in the IT, my brothers and myself, and especially myself, I'm into risk management and compliance. When Mr. Ash said that we can make payments to 197 countries in 120 different currencies, and we have about 6 different merchants, that is a very gigantic, significant statement to me. Because those merchants, first, number one, those 196 countries, they all have their own laws, they all have their own compliance requirements, regulatory requirements that we have to meet. They do. So we have to give kudos to our lawyers around the world, our legal team around the world, for making sure these countries, we have passed the test for these countries in order for us to be able to make payment, transmit payment back and forth within these countries. That's number one. Number two, the merchants, the processors. I know some of them have actually done audit to some of them. The merchants, like Merchant Warehouse, Flagship Merchant Services, National Bank Card, Bank of America is a merchant, Wells Fargo is a merchant. Those merchants, they will not interact with you unless they have a thorough review of your information security posture before they can share, because we connect systems. We connect systems with these merchants, And they have to make sure there's something that we call third-party risk management. They have to make sure before those two interfaces connect, you are also very, very secure. Your own security is guaranteed. And they go through a thorough review process to make sure you are safe. So when Mr. Ash said that, that told me that we are good to go. We also have other compliance regulatory requirements that we must adhere to. Remember, we are all over the world. OnPassive is a multinational corporation. So there are regional, state, and country regulations that, as we're building our system, we should have in mind. For instance, in Europe, there's a law called General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. In Europe, personal data is it's a serious matter. Just the email address of Collins, who is here, my brother from England, his email address alone, whatever it is, collinsmanor@yahoo.com, whatever it is, that email data, per the stipulations of GDPR, is considered personal data. European governments believe that that email address can uniquely identify Collins. If that's the case, the system that collects that information must have appropriate security controls in place. They have several stipulations, including what we call a data privacy officer. You must, if this system is collecting the data of European they call them data subjects. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you are collecting the data of European data subjects, you must have certain security controls, including the designation of a data privacy officer, a DPO, someone who is in charge of the security of that data. To us, it will be equivalent to our general counsel of OnPassive, could be our DPO. So the front, and there are stiff penalties for violators of this law. They will charge you 4% of your total gross revenue, or I think it's $10 million or pounds. I'm not sure, I have to refer that. And companies like Facebook, Amazon, and Melon Bank, and some companies have actually paid that fine when they violated this GDPR. So it's a serious law. But OnPassive has those controls in place. In North America, we have what we call CCPA in California. It's another privacy law like GDPR. We have Massachusetts law of privacy. We have HIPAA, the healthcare law, and a bunch of laws that we are in compliance. We have to be in compliance with when we are collecting information from people. There are also other ways that you can guarantee digital trust to your customers and service providers. You can do that through bringing in a third-party auditor, like one of the big 4 accounting firms. We have Pricewaterhouse, we have KPMG, we have Ernst & Young, and there's one other one, which is running away from my mind right now. They come in, they audit your entire information from your applications and your infrastructure. They go through a thorough audit, and then they give you what we call an SSAE number 18 report. It's called the Standard of Assessment and Attestation Engagement, number 18, or a SOC report, which is known as a service, or otherwise you can call it a SOC report. This is an attestation that this company, everybody knows Pricewaterhouse around the world. It's a global company when it comes to auditing and giving the attestation. When you have that attestation, it is saying that the security posture of this company is solid. We have what they call the PCI for collecting credit cards. There's another one called PCI DSS compliance, where they do an audit and they also give another attestation of compliance that you can collect people's credit card information. And there's another standard, another international standard called the ISO 27001, which is an international standard, just like the SOC report. When you get this, you provide it, it might even be on your website or something like that. That gives you what we call digital trust. And that is what every information system strives to have, digital trust. Back to you, Attilin.
That was a great presentation, very, very clear to me. Covered some of the major issues. So I'd like to now move on to Collins, and Collins is going to talk about the products.
Hello, Lynn. Yeah,
Hello.
I just want to greet all the Kenyan, the attendee, and those who are watching online. Yeah, job well done, Bob. Yeah, Bob have just given a lot of information. So please don't worry if you don't really get it. It's just an informative topic. So you don't really need them. If you don't want to, it doesn't matter. But you are good. So as our sister always said, there is no exam here. There is nothing to pass, so there's nothing to worry about. But the topic is more about digital transformation. We thought that, okay, the digital transformation is something that we know OnPassive is doing, and it's okay for we to explain this to the founders, because a lot of people don't really understand what is happening, and sometimes they are certain questions. But now we're just looking at how OnPassive will make our life better, because we are 1.3 million founders, we are users, who will be using these products. And if the products are not good, it's of no use. Just think about how many times you try to do something in your job, try to use certain application, and the application cannot do what you want. Sometimes you feel very frustrated. So digital transformation is about business transformation. So it's just more about, how business can succeed using digital means. If business cannot succeed using that, there is no point using all of this and technology that are out there. But again, technology is there to make our life better, to remove some of the hassle that we have, taking away some of those time that we waste to log into a lot of applications. Sometimes you spend 1 hour logging in, setting up your desktop, maybe logging into one system to the other, from one system to the other, and you just have 5-minute job, something that will take you 5 minutes to do, but you've wasted lots of time, valuable time, logging onto several applications. But now we are talking about OnPassive with single sign-on, where you don't even have to just log in one time, and you see all the products and services that you want to use to make your life easy. That is digital transformation. That's digital transformation, because Mr. Mufareh is like, he is a master of business. He knows the business atmosphere. He knows technology, and he knows how to market. As our brother Oliver said, these 3 things goes. You must first know the business, what the customer really needs, not what they want, what they need. And then secondly, that's the business. You must know technology, how to build it, and you must know how to market it. And we've covered all of that side. OnPassive just covered all of that side. Now we have our data center. Not only data center, we have laser technology embedded in our data center with fiber optic cable, latest, unlimited capacity. It's a monster. We're talking about innovation lab standing there for brainstorming new ideas that will come up. So we are 10 years ahead of time. So they are not thinking about what we have now. They are thinking ahead of time, what is to come. So our products and services are better. Just tell me, look at our mail. There is no emailing system that can beat mail. We can go on and on. Look at staff. Some company will use about 5-6 different human resource software to integrate them, only to do one single thing. But we have one integrated software called staff. That can start from your recruitment up to the time to payroll and stuff like that. And it's all automated and integrated. So you don't need to look any elsewhere. We have our whole ecosystem, our more. You come in and there's everything there for you. That's why they said it is all done for you. But the most important thing, as our brother Bob said, is the people. You put the people at heart. So Mr. Mufareh always put people at heart. Mr. Mufareh want to know your need. And that's why he said, anything that you think, bringing on board, we will make it happen if it is needed. Because this is a people business, people at heart. They want to address some of the issues that we are having using technologies. So it can make not only our life, the business atmosphere, medium, large, small businesses, they will all be happy. Against price point, massive. I can go on and on and on this. But let us look at the importance of digital transformation. One, it makes our life, it brings about effectiveness in what, how, and when we do things. It brings about what? About efficiency. Make our life more efficient, more effective. And again, makes our job more easier. What else can you ask for? If your job can be more easier using technology, there is nothing again. And Mr. Mufareh have just blown everything right up there, where to catch us is just so crazy. So I'll leave it there and I'll hand it back to Auntie Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you, Collins. That was excellent. Now we're going to move on to Oliver, and Oliver is going to talk about a bunch of things, and he has a dynamic presentation that I enjoy. So go ahead, Oliver.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Gladys. Nice seeing you. Lynn, nice seeing you. And nice seeing all the brothers and sisters from different parts of the world. I want to say hi. Digital transformation. OnPassive is digital transformation. Everything that surrounds OnPassive is digital transformation. Look at the strategy that Mr. Mufareh has used to build our products. The product itself, the data center, is digital transformation. When you look at OnPassive, you talk about AI, artificial intelligence. You talk about automation. You talk about integration. That is digital transformation. All our products are built from scratch with AI embedded into it. Integration, automated from ground up. No company on this planet Earth. That alone, we are leading on that side. We are leading on that side, on those three. AI, automation, integration. That alone, we are already leading. Then, let me drop it down again and go to the general view of how OnPassive is in digital transformation. You talk about the people, that's the employee, and you talk about the process. When you look at these two things, and you look at the other three that I just mentioned, AI, automated, and integration, that is OnPassive. That is the part that our CEO used to build or to structure the architecture of OnPassive. Let's start with automation. Look at our products from scratch. From scratch, AI. Each of them, one of my best is OMail, spams free, security, spams free. That's digital transformation. Mr. Ash told us that if we want to build a product, we will not build a product like other traditional products that are already in the market. We must take it to the next level. And he took it above digital transformation. Look at Dubai, what happened in Dubai. The marketing, the advert, and the branding. That is the transformation. He choked Dubai. He choked Dubai with every corner with the advert. Look at the mall, movie theater. That was the one that's like, I know that when I go to the movie theater, though I've not been in the movie theater for more than 20 years, but another movie theater, you have supporting. Supportings are the new movies that comes out. But guess what? Inside movie theater, you have OnPassive. That is the digital transformation at another level. Look at the building, the Burj Khalifa building. The light. Look at inside the water, the light that was playing, spelling that was going around OnPassive. Not only that, 2 floors. Not office, 2 floors. OnPassive bought 2 floors. That's the digital transformation we are talking about. Above, triple above average. Triple above digital transformation. That's the only word I can also use for digital transformation. Look at our data center. That's, I don't know what to say. Look at our data center. Ash pushed our data, migrated our data, or deployed our data from AWS but to cloud. First, but to cloud. That is one of the most secure that you can think about. They didn't migrate it from AWS to our data center before taking it to cloud. He pushed it direct to cloud. So that in cloud, you can't touch us, you can't do anything. If it would have been in that they migrated it to our data center, I might have that fear. Before, when I talk to Bob Collins and Vincent one-on-one, I will always talk, I say, but I'm scared because where will Mr. Ash keep our backups data? So if you want to leave AWS, let's just leave AWS with everything, backups and everything. I had that question mark as an IT person, because if we leave our backup data again with AWS, they can still mess us up, because now they know that we are competing with them, because now we have our data on our data center, which is on-prem, and we still have our backups with them. They can clear off our backups. But when Ash said first to the cloud, we were migrated now to the multi-region, then now to the on-prem. He took it at the opposite way, the traditional way that I know, that it comes to your on-prem before it goes to cloud. But he took it back to cloud before dropping it down to the data center, which is hybrid, fluid, and dynamic. That one blows my mind. Somebody that is in the IT for more than 24 years, never heard of, never seen in the field. Ash did it. So now we have our backups within. If you blow off this data center, the next one pick without even to blink. That is data. That is digital transformation. If you look at our connections to the cables that goes in, the traditional cable that was the best few years back, the old traditional one, is copper cables. But guess what? Ash use fiber optic cables, the most expensive cables on this planet that you can think of. Fiber optic. The brightness, the speed. Look at the speed. Look at our speed from founders to your email. Look at the speed. That's fiber optic cable. Then now they've added laser to boost the speed. Look at the brightness of our pictures and everything. Look at the brightness. Those are the latest technology that our CEO has used. That is digital transformation. That is digital transformation in another level. Another level. When he said that we are going to dominate the data center market, that is the truth. Because the all other tech companies, they use the traditional old cables, old technology. We have the latest. Who can believe that OnPassive, a small company that is just going up, that is growing? That's how some of them will be calling us. They'll be talking behind that company is still small. That are just coming, that but they don't know what we are made of. The new one that will be within 1 year, the new data center that is coming, that has a capacity of more than 5 billion. That he himself called it the beast. Tell me, that's digital transformation in another level. X. Different level. Tell me who is going to compete with us. Let me come now down to the products. Let me just take 1 or 2 products to pieces them in a different level, because I know the OTech Pro, when we go, when they stop next week, we are going to come take 1 product and break it down to the lowest, that everybody will understand what that product is, compare it with the ones that are in the market. But let me just take one. Let me not go to OMail. That is my best. Let me go to OConnect. I've used Teams, or I've used Microsoft Teams, I've used WebEx, go to meeting. They are not even close. They are not close. We have dual screen sharing, auto translation. The few, let me just name the few. Let me just name the few features that are in OConnect. Zoom they have 300 million users a day. A day. Zoom that we are using, that is just any kind of Zoom. Tell me that we will not take half of that within the next 3 to 4 months. That will not take all those customers. That is digital transformation, because our products will speak for itself. Just the fact that we have AI, automation, and integration embedded into all our products, that's game over for all our products. With the products that are in the market now that we are talking, because we the tech guys, we use some of them. We use them as in our life environment that we work. We use them. So let me not go to that. Let me go now to the security that we have AI that I talk about. AI alone, artificial intelligence, AI, comes with its own security. Event prediction. It predicts future attack. Let me talk about automated dictation action also. It dictates also vulnerability and threat that wants to come in. They block the port, automatic blockage of the port that goes to the server. It will not happen. The bad guys cannot come in. There will be less data breach. Let me talk on real-time monitoring alert. Real-time monitoring alert. AI comes with that future that if there's that will be monitoring the system from our firewalls coming down to our data center. The security that surrounds it alone is a different animal, AI. Then the robust data controls also that is it comes with artificial intelligence. So I don't want to talk that much or to go that details again, because at least we can go follow our yesterday and at 11 o'clock and you'll get more. But just want to make us to be comfortable that what we have, and Mr. Ash, our CEO, said we know just 10%. Just the 10% that we know, and what we, the tech guys, can visualize that is happening behind the scene. We are in a very comfortable, and we should start celebrating. Because the day Mr. Ash Mufareh will open that door to the market, the day he will open that door to the market, like my sister Noase said, most of these companies they are on life support. They will be more than life support. I want to leave it there and thank you, and see you guys at Papua New Guinea and next week. Thank you. Until then.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your presentation. I believe we've had our speakers speak already, so now we're going to take it to the panelists to see if we have any questions. So let's go ahead and take it to the gallery. Hello, everybody. Good to have you all here. Now that you have heard our speakers on digital transformation, this is now the time for you to ask questions or make short comments. What we're going to do is ask you to raise your hand electronically, and you can go ahead and speak. So does anybody have any comments or questions? I believe Gustavo said he would like to ask something. So go ahead, Gustavo. Are you in the, let's see if you're even a panelist. Hold on one second, let's see where Gustavo is. Yes, he should be a panelist. Go ahead and raise your hand. Anybody else who wants to make a comment, go ahead and raise your hand. And while we're waiting for that, I want to recognize Gladys Nyaboro. She is away for a few weeks. She's visiting a sick sibling, just so you all know. But she's here with us today. If she has good internet, she will be present when she can. She's not able to speak at the moment, but know that she is here and supporting us. And let's send prayers for her sick sibling and for Gladys to be safe while she's away. She'll be coming back probably in early July. So think good thoughts and send prayers for her and her family, please. Thank you. I guess we don't have any comments or questions. Okay, we have Listra. Go ahead, Listra. Good to have you here.
Hello, hi again, everyone. I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say that these guys, these tech pros, they just blow me away every time. There's so much to take in. You know, I would write down some notes and so on and try to look them over, but they're amazing. And I want to say thank you all for everything that you do. What, 2, 3, 4 times a week? That's amazing. That is incredible. Thank you again to all you guys. That's all I have, Lynn.
Thank you so much, Listra. That was kind of you. And I know our OTech pros appreciate that acknowledgement. They work very hard. You know, as you said, they do several webinars. So let me go over those webinars quickly. Every Friday, they present at the Friday Night Live webinar, and that's at 8 p.m. Eastern. And all of these webinars, we post them in the back office for those of you who are founders. We also post them on social media, so you should be able to catch wind of them through those different means. And on Saturday at 11 a.m., we start with the OTech Pros webinar. And that's just the OTech Pros. So it's really nice. They can have a full hour to speak. Then we go on to this webinar, which is the OnPassive Kenya webinar. And that is at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we move on to the Julie and Milo show. It's not the OTech Pros, but I just mentioned Julie and Milo because I want to give them a plug. So every Saturday at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is Julie and Milo show. And it's also posted in the back office, and they cover the products. At this time, they're covering products. And then we go on to the Papua New Guinea webinar, which is at midnight every Sunday. And the OTech Pros, whoever is available, come to speak at that webinar. Note that that webinar is for the people of PNG. So we ask that we give them the priority to make comments and ask questions because we're there to meet their needs. But we welcome the international community to attend this webinar. And then on Sunday at 1:30 p.m., we have the Heroes webinar. It is now a public webinar, but we also feature the OTech Pros who cover a specific topic. And usually Andy Burks makes some comments in relation to the sales perspective. And we have Redfern give updates. So these are all webinars that we highly recommend that you attend, and we hope that you will benefit from them. All right, if there are no other questions, I'm going to give Collins and Oliver a few minutes to wrap it up, maybe say some final words. Let's take it to Collins first. Oh, well, hold on one second. I see Gustavo has his hand raised. Go ahead, Gustavo. Go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And nice to see you again. And the question is very clear. About what we are speaking about integration and automatization. As I will go to do an example. If we have, let's say, 23 applications, and I will go to use, let's say, OConnect. The integration means, to clarify myself and to all my team, is that if I am doing a conference call with OConnect and all whatever info that I have to share with my people in the conference, I can program that all what I required, put it in another applications and organize in the way as automated that I have it in the other application that I require, let's say to my email, whatever. For example, if you want to buy whatever, so please let me hear, yes, so automatically goes to my email that I programmed to, let's say, give that deeply information about my product, and then afterwards comes all the sale. Can you explain me about more detail in between all the applications, what means integration and automatization?
Let me say something. I think Bro Oliver and Bob, you'll add. So when we are talking about integration, is how all these applications are tied together in our ecosystem. So can talk to Academy, right? Academy can talk to all mail. So depending on how you want to use it, they are all in one. That's why we have the single sign-on. So once you log in, you have access to all these applications because they are all integrated together. But then when Mr. Ash will come out and say, okay, I want to sell this product, you can still buy it as you can still use as a standalone product, or you can still use integrated products. And that's what you talk about. I think you said something again. I missed that part where I forgot the other part you said. The integration means our applications are all bind together without any glitches. So you can use OStaff and accounting integrated together. So you don't need to go and buy another product, come and integrate it. But if you want to do it, that's fine because you can use a standalone. But it means all our products are all talking to each other. That's what it means by integration.
Okay, so if I understood, and to be clear, is my sample that I did with my conference in OConnect, and then immediately I have to program, let's say, I don't know how, my email that when a customer wants to buy with my conference immediately goes to my email that my email automatically goes and sends, let's say, my offer that he can buy, and that is it? Is that, or is only that our application, let's say I have all the package, so I have in one hand all, and I have to program here before, or is this not about any?
You don't need to program anything. It's all done for you. You don't need to program anything.
So that's will go to be, in other words, that if I have let's say the cell automatically goes to my email and send to the customer the offer that he can buy. It's clear the question?
Yeah, so you are talking about the usability of the product, but when we talk about integration, we are talking about how our system talk to each other. For instance, you can program a class using OConnect. Let me put it this way. You record something on OConnect and you push it to Academy. So you say you are a teacher and you want to record your classes, you regularly use OConnect, and that particular information can go to Academy. So you can use OStaff, for instance, which is a human resource management software, and what you need, accounting, to do your taxation. So we have all this package all together, and OMail will be like your mailing system where you can send mail to various employee or whatever you want to. It's just like a suite of applications which are all integrated together, making your life easy. If I don't know, I don't understand. I don't know if you get that. Maybe, bro.
I think he's a little bit confused between the automation and the integration. Your email is separate. The point is that the automation or the integration that you're talking about is, as Connie just put it, for our product, the products that are on our ecosystem, that they can talk to each other. That's one. For your email, omail.ai, if you want to use it, in fact, you can use your OConnect, do your presentation, you can download it in, then send it out to your colleagues or whatever. Then for you to bring in a customer, you will use the same format that we are using now in your back office. In your back office, when the time for customers or reseller comes, you can use that same format. You go to your link 51 or 52 that are there, send it to your prospect that will be able to come to your team. But it has nothing to do with integration. Is that clear?
Hi, Gustavo. Is that clear to you, Gustavo? Oh, Gustavo, you're going in and out. We cannot hear you.
So
Gustavo, your connection is
right now
bad.
not so clear. What
Yes.
you?
Gustavo, we're not able to hear you clearly. You can go ahead and type your comments in the chat. Type your comments in the chat because we cannot understand what you are saying. Thank you very much, and we'll continue that way through the chat. Are there any other comments or questions? We're going to wrap it up, and so I want to give Collins and Oliver a chance to say their final thing before we close. Go ahead. Maybe we'll start with Collins.
Yeah, so thank you, Lynn. Just want to thank all the participants here. It was a great webinar. Thank Bob for the wonderful overview of our topic today. It was a wonderful topic. I know Gustav is a little bit worried about that. Your email is just an emailing process where you can send email in and out. But you know, with whatever will happen, we'll leave it for the CEO to talk about that. We are here to just look at the technology and tell you about the integration and the automation part of it, which is good, which means everything is all done. When they said automation, it means everything is done for you. You don't need to do anything, you know, but integration is about how our system will talk to each other, which is all tied together in one bundle. But though they are all standalone, but they bring them together. So I'll thank you and hope to see you in the next webinar, maybe Papua New Guinea and Heroes tomorrow. And also there is the Ghanaian webinar in Chui. So those who want to attend, you can go and also attend and help them. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you very much. I will end it there.
Thank you, Collins. Go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that are here. It's a wonderful thing that at least we see people who really wants to know about their business, who wants to know how the technology of their business is all about. It's a good thing because it's good for you to understand your business. You understand that, okay, I am a founder, I'm a partner. What kind of business am I in? It's a good thing to understand that and to know it, so that when somebody talk to you tomorrow, ask you tomorrow, not only enjoy the money, but you understand and you know your business. I appreciate those who are here that they've been following us since Friday, yesterday, all through, and tomorrow. That is good to know and come again to understand the business. We'll have great topics that we'll be talking about. And for Mr. Gustavo, I'll advise, because this is the second time that I see you coming with questions that makes me to understand that you don't really understand the business that you're in, which is fine, It's automated for you. This is at the second time I'm recognizing you with this type of questions, which makes me to have some doubt, which is fine. Everything is automated for you, but please, I would advise that go to the back office, go to OnPassive.com, try to understand the products, try to understand the technicality and everything, because it's good. And I admire you for one thing, you want to know your business. But the point is that maybe that is too much for you. Is, you can call one of us behind the scene, let's talk one-on-one, so that we can clear you with a lot of stuff for you to understand it. Then I will advise you also, not only you, but everybody that is here, go to OnPassive.com and go to the blog. When you go to the blog, there are a lot of materials there that will take you through for you to understand what the business is all. OnPassive is all about as the digital transformation company. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you very much. I think we're going to wrap it up now. We had a really good attendance. I think about 165 attendees today, which is fabulous.
It looks like John wants to talk. I'm seeing his hand up.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, all righty. Go ahead, John. Let's see. John, go ahead. You can speak, John. Did you want to say anything?
Not actually. I was just trying to answer some questions in the Q&A. And I'm also checking all the chats, but no, I didn't have a question, but I really love the OTech guys and the information they give us. And I'm getting a lot out of it because I've heard them a lot, because I follow them around even today. So, but I didn't really have a question or anything. I was just trying to answer a question in the Q&A. We had well, I won't go into what the question was at any rate. That's all I was doing. So hello, everybody. And I'm just here paying attention.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your help. John Barilla helps in the chat, and it really is a big help. Thank you also to Myra Aquino, who has been doing our graphics. You can see, if you look at the panel, let's look at the gallery now. Do you see the green and yellow and white graphic? It's by Myra Aquino. Myra, wave to us so that everybody sees the graphic. Wave, physically wave, Myra. There, you see her waving? She created that lovely promotional graphic for us. She's producing our Friday night promotional graphic, as well as our Papua New Guinea graphics. So I really appreciate Myra, because, graphics is not my forte. I'm not very good at it. So I really appreciate Myra. Love you to pieces for doing that for me. Appreciate you so much. It's a big contribution. All right, we're going to wrap it up. I see David has his hand up. We're at the tail end. So David, can you bring your question to the next webinar? Because we need to move on to the Julie and Milo show. We have to get out of here. So thank you, David. Hold your question and you can bring it to our next webinar. We'll be happy to entertain your question at that time. So we want to thank you all for being here. Thank you to Gladys. You saw Gladys was here for a little bit, and she's here in heart and mind with us always. So we wish her the best in helping her sibling who is not very well. And thank you all for being here. We hope to see you next week. Remember, this webinar is every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to rewatch this because there is good information and you want to hear it again, where do you get the recording? YouTube. It's going to be on about 20 different channels. All the major OnPassive related channels have it on there as a live stream. So it's really easy to access the recording. Share the recording with people you know. Spread the lovely news of OnPassive and the fact that we are a leader in digital transformation. I got it right this time. I didn't say global transformation. All right. So thank you again. We're going to go on to the Julie and Milo show. If you need the link, it is located in the back office and all over social media. See you there. And I hope to see you tonight at midnight for the Papua New Guinea webinar. Come hear the OTech pros talk about digital transformation. Thank you. Now we can say unmute, and I'm going to unmute everybody, and everybody can say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
See
everybody.
you.
Until the next one.
All right.
Please give me a link, Julie and Milo show link.
Okay, that's in the back office.
Yeah,
You're,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
you're a founder.
Okay,
It's right there in the back office and
okay, thanks.
all over
thanks.
social media.
Yeah,
all right,
bye.
you're welcome.
Have a nice day.
Okay, bye,
Have a nice day
everybody.
from
Say
New
bye to
York.
each other.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Milo. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.